Hey y'all, it's Jen Dodge, your no fluff, full disclosure Houston, Texas realtor. And today we're going to talk about one of the most popular master plan communities in the Cypress area, Bridgeland. This place is huge, it's award-winning, and it's pulling in families from around the country. But here's the deal. Bridgeland isn't for everyone, and before you decide to buy here, there are 5 things you need to know. If you stick with me to the end, I'm also going to share one thing my clients always tell me they wish they would have known sooner. So let's jump in. Number 1, the size and scale of Bridgeland. Guys, Bridgeland is not just a neighborhood. It's practically its own small city inside of Cypress. The master plan is over 11,000 acres with more than 20,000 homes planned. When it's all said and done, that means there's going to be roughly 70,000 residents that will live in Bridgeland. That's bigger than many towns in Texas. The upside to this kind of scale is the amenities, of course. You've got 250 miles of trails, 60 plus parks, lakes for kayaking, paddleboarding, dog parks, splash pads, and multiple resort-style pools. But Bridgeland has taken it a step further by already creating its own urban hub right in the middle of the community. It's called Bridgeland Central. The first piece of that is called Village Green at Bridgeland Central. It's already up and running. It's a 70-acre mixed-use district anchored by a massive 100,000 square foot H-E-B. And if you live in Texas, you already know H-E-B isn't just a grocery store, it's practically a religion. Around it, you've already got restaurants like Crest Pizza, Sweet Perry Creperie and Cafe, plus nail spas, medical offices, urgent care, and physical therapy coming soon. And here's one I know a lot of people are excited about. Jonathan's The Rub is currently under development and expected to open by the end of 2025. That will be a big culinary draw for the area. So one of the coolest things in the works is a One Bridgeland Green. It's a 49,000 square foot Class A office building built with mass timber, something totally new for the Houston area. It's designed to merge business, technology, and nature in a more sustainable way. The Village Green is just the first phase of a 925-acre urban district that will eventually feature more restaurants, shops, entertainment, and offices, all within walking distance for many residents. Think of it like the community building in its own downtown. Now, this is amazing if you love the idea of never having to leave the neighborhood for dinner, shopping, or even work. But remember, this also means growth and traffic. As Bridgeland Central expands, it's going to draw people from outside the community as well. So while it's convenient now, it's going to get busier over time. So bottom line, guys, Bridgeland isn't just a big neighborhood. It's becoming a city within a city with its own urban core. Some people love that. Some people prefer smaller communities. But either way, it's something you need to know before you move here. 2, HOAs, taxes, and those hidden fees. So let's talk money because this is where a lot of people get caught off guard. First, the HOA fees. Bridgeland's HOAs run around $1,300 to $3,300 a year, depending on your section. And that money pays for all the fun stuff, resort-style pools, rec centers, trails, those beautifully maintained parks, and the landscaping. It's why the community is always Instagram ready. Second, the property taxes. Bridgeland falls into different MUDs, or municipal utility districts. These tax rates are higher than you'll find in some of the older Cypress neighborhoods. You're generally looking at 3.1 to 3.6%. So for example, on a $500,000 home, you're going to pay anywhere between $15,000 to $18,000 a year in property taxes. And that's a big chunk of money you need to factor in. But here's the part that a lot of people miss, the enhancement fee. This fee comes into play when a home in Bridgeland is resold, and it's calculated at 0.5% of the sales price. Let's do the math. On a $500,000 home, you're looking at $2,500. That's on top of your typical HOA transfer and resale certificate fee. Who pays it? Technically, it's negotiable, but in most cases, it falls on the seller at closing. So if you're selling an $800,000 home, that's $4,000 extra you're going to be paying. Why does this matter? Because if you don't know about it, that money comes out of your proceeds and can be a nasty surprise at the closing table. I've seen sellers totally blindsided by this fee. Buyers can sometimes negotiate to take it on, especially in a hot market. But other than that, it's usually on the seller. So whether you're buying or selling, you need to know about the HOA dues, the higher taxes, and especially that hidden enhancement fee. That's why I call myself your no-fluff, full disclosure realtor, because I'd rather have you know now than when it's too late. Number 3 is going to be traffic and commute. So one of the biggest selling points for Bridgeland is its access to Grand Parkway, or 99. That means you can hop on and head towards 290, I-10, or even 249 pretty quickly. From Northwest Houston, that's as good as it gets. But let's not sugarcoat it. Houston traffic is Houston traffic. If you're working downtown, you're still looking at 45 minutes to 60 minutes each way in rush hour. Even if you're headed to the Energy Corridor, it's still a pretty long drive. But here's something people forget. Traffic is also building inside Bridgeland. With thousands of families moving in, roads like Fry Road, Bridgeland Creek Parkway, and Mason are starting to feel the pressure, especially during school drop-off and pickup times. What feels wide open today may not feel wide open in 5 years as the community fills out. So, is Bridgeland great if you work from home or only commute occasionally? Absolutely. But if you've got to make that daily drive into downtown or the medical center, you need to weigh whether the amenities here are worth that extra windshield time. Number 4, schools and zoning. Schools are one of the biggest reasons families choose Bridgeland. The community has a reputation for being family-friendly, and the schools play a huge role in that. Historically, Bridgeland has been zoned to Cypress Fairbanks ISD, which is one of the largest and highest rated districts in Texas. You've got Bridgeland High School, which is practically brand new with top-notch facilities, advanced academic programs, and strong parent involvement. And you get multiple elementary schools that are built right in the community, so kids can literally walk or bike to class. But here's the newer twist that many people don't realize. Bridgeland now spans into 2 school districts, Cypress ISD and Waller ISD. The older sections of Bridgeland are zoned to Cypress ISD, including Bridgeland High. The newer sections and the new construction homes are primarily built in the Waller ISD district. And this makes a big difference depending on your priorities. So let's break it down. Cypress ISD is one of the largest districts in Texas, serving over 120,000 students. It's known for strong extracurriculars, athletics, fine arts, and advanced placement programs. It's consistently rated above average for academics compared to the state averages. Big schools with lots of resources, but also a lot of students. Some families like that, others prefer smaller campuses. That's where Waller comes in. Waller ISD is a much smaller district. It's serving around 9,000 students right now, but it is rapidly growing. They're building brand new campuses to keep up with the growth, including new schools that are going to be serving Bridgeland. Smaller class sizes compared to Cypress ISD, which some parents see as a positive. Academically, it doesn't have the same rating reputation as Cypress ISD yet, but with the growth and the new facilities, it is definitely on the rise. So here's the bottom line, guys. If you're moving to Bridgeland because you specifically want Cypress schools, you cannot just assume your new build will be zoned there. You've got to confirm if your section feeds into Cypress or Waller ISD. But one more truth bomb, because both districts are growing so quickly, zoning lines can and will change. That means that school your child is zoned to today may not be the same one they're zoned to in a couple of years. So if schools are a major factor in your decision, do your homework, know exactly which district and which campuses your section belongs to, and make sure it lines up with what your family needs long-term. Last but not least, number 5, lifestyle and culture. Let's talk about the lifestyle here, guys. Bridgeland is designed for families who want an active, community-focused lifestyle. We're talking neighborhood movie nights, food truck Fridays, farmers markets, yoga at the rec center, and kids riding bikes everywhere. They even have things like a butterfly garden, holiday light festivals, and summer concerts on the lawn. There are holiday parades, fireworks shows, and community-wide events that bring thousands of residents together. If you're the type who wants to know your neighbors and be part of a busy social calendar, Bridgeland absolutely delivers. But this is important. It's not for everyone. The HOA has rules. You can't just decide to paint your house neon green or leave your Christmas lights up until July. If you're someone who values total privacy, hates being told what you can do or not do with your property, or you want more space between neighbors, this may not be the right fit for you. I like to say Bridgeland is for people who want a suburban lifestyle with all the bells and whistles. It's not where you go if you want acreage, horses, or complete freedom from HOA oversight. And that's okay. It's just better to know before you move there. So those are the 5 things you need to know before choosing Bridgeland as your home. Number 1, it's massive. Basically, it's its own city with its own town center. Number 2, taxes, HOA dues, and the enhancement fee are real and add up fast. Number 3, commute times are something you gotta factor in. Number 4, schools are great, but now split between Cypress ISD and Waller ISD. And number 5, the lifestyle is vibrant and family-focused, but it's not for everyone. So here's the bonus tip, guys, I promise. Homes in Bridgeland actually move fast when they're zoned to certain schools. When the right house hits the market, you may not have weeks to think about it. If this is the community you've got your eye on, be ready to make a move. If you're thinking about moving to Bridgeland or anywhere in Cypress or Northwest Houston, let's talk. I've helped hundreds of families relocate here, and I'll give you the same no fluff, full disclosure advice I give every single one of my clients. Please drop your comments below, hit that like button, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want more Houston real estate truth bombs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.